Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to our channel. Today, we are embarking on an exciting journey into the world of Java Platform, Enterprise Edition JAX-RS REST services. Have you ever wondered how applications on the internet talk to each other? How your mobile application gets data from a server? Well, RESTful web services are a fundamental answer, and JAX-RS is Java's powerful tool for building them. In this 5-minute tutorial, we will understand what representational state transfer is, how JAX-RS helps us implement it, and we will even build a small example together. By the end, you will have a solid foundation to start creating your own Java REST services. So, let's get started, shall we? Alright, let's first understand the core concepts. What exactly is representational state transfer? REST, which stands for Representational State Transfer, is an architectural style for designing networked applications. Think of it like a set of rules for how different parts of a system communicate. It emphasizes using standard hypertext transfer protocol methods like get to retrieve data, post to create new data, put to update existing data, and delete to remove data. Resources, like a user or a product, are identified by uniform resource locators or URLs. JAX-RS, the Java Application Programming Interface for RESTful web services, provides a set of annotations that make it incredibly easy to implement these REST principles in Java. For example, the that path annotation maps a Java class or method to a specific uniform resource locator path, and @get indicates that a method handles hypertext transfer protocol GET requests. It's like telling your Java code, hey, when someone asks for this uniform resource locator using GET, run this method. Now, let's see how we can create our very first JAX-RS resource. Imagine we want to create a simple Hello World service. We start by creating a plain old Java object class. We then annotate this class with @path to define its base uniform resource locator. Inside this class, we define a method that will respond to a specific type of hypertext transfer protocol request, for example, a GET request. We annotate this method with @get. To tell the client what kind of data our service will produce, we use the @produces annotation. For a simple text message, we would specify mediatype.text_plain. This tells the client, I am sending you plain text. This setup allows us to expose a simple endpoint that, when accessed, returns a greeting message. It's quite straightforward, isn't it? Let's put these concepts into practice by building a slightly more practical example, a basic user management service. We will create a user service class. This class will have a base path, say users. Inside, we can have a method annotated with @get to retrieve a list of all users. We can also have another @get method that takes a user's identification number as a path parameter using @pathparam ID to fetch a specific user. For creating a new user, we would use a method annotated with @post and @consumes mediatype.text_plain to indicate that it expects plain text data in the request body. This demonstrates how JAX-RS allows us to map different hypertext transfer protocol operations to different methods within our resource class, making our web service very organized and easy to understand. As beginners, it's natural to make some mistakes, but knowing them helps us avoid them. One common mistake is forgetting to specify the media type using @produces or @consumes. If your service is supposed to return JavaScript object notation, but you don't specify media type .application_JSON, the client might not understand the response. Another pitfall is using the wrong hypertext transfer protocol method for an operation, for example, using GET to create data instead of POST. Remember, GET is for retrieval, POST for creation, PUT for updates, and DELETE for removal. Also, ensure your uniform resource locator paths are clear and descriptive. For example, users ID is much better than user_data_by_ID. Always strive for clear, readable code and adhere to RESTful principles for robust and maintainable services. And there you have it, my friends. In just a few minutes, we have covered the fundamentals of Java Platform, Enterprise Edition JAX-RS REST services. We learned that representational state transfer is an architectural style and JAX-RS is the Java application programming interface that helps us implement it using simple annotations like @path, @get, @post, @produces, and @consumes. We saw how to create a resource and even built a small user service example. Remember, practice is key. Try building your own simple services. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting Java tutorials. Keep coding, keep learning, and I will see you in the next video. Jai Hind.